Hello and welcome back to OJS for Editors. In the previous lesson, we saw how the section editor used OJS to assign the copy editor to a new submission. Now we can move on to step number 2, the copy editor's task of making revisions and comments in the manuscript. In this lesson, we'll pick up with Kagiso having received the notification email from Kapwi. We're going to see how things work if she accepts the request. Joe, over to you.
If the copy editor accepts the request, she simply proceeds with the initial copy edit, clicking the submission URL in the email from the section editor and logging into the journal. This will take Kaisa to the copy editor's version of the editing page for Fatima's submission. Meanwhile, the section editor will be able to see in her OJS account that the copy editing is underway. Now let's say that Kaisa hasn't copy edited an article for several months and needs to refresh her memory about some of the steps. At the bottom of the copy editing section of the page, there's a link to copy editing instructions. The instructions lay out the tasks involved, as well as instructions on the different methods of doing copy editing. By default, it is suggested that the copy editor and author use either the Track Changes feature in Microsoft Word or the Harvard Educational Review instructions, which work with any word processing software. At the bottom of the window, there's also a sample description of the copy editing workflow of a journal. These inline instructions serve as a handy reminder for both the copy editor and author. The editor can work with the journal manager to edit these instructions for their journal's own workflow. To download the manuscript and get to work, Kaisa clicks the file name under Initial Copy Edit and saves the file on her computer. She can then open the file and begin copy editing the manuscript in her word processor. Most word processing software includes the ability to track changes so that the copy editor can write additional text, delete text, and insert questions for the author, while making these edits easy for the section editor and author to review. In Microsoft Word, Kaisa clicks the Review tab and then Track Changes. Now she can delete an unnecessary phrase just as she normally would by deleting, backspacing, or cutting. The change will appear as colored text with a line through it. She can type additional text, which will appear in colored font and underlined. When she wants to insert a question for the author or editor, she types a square bracket at the beginning and end of the comment. She can distinguish questions for the author by starting with QA and questions for the editor by starting with QE. When she has finished marking up the manuscript in this manner, Kaisa makes sure to save her changes. Then she is ready to upload the file in OJS in the Initial Copy Edit area. After she has uploaded the file, she needs to tell the section editor and author by clicking the mail icon under Complete. At this point, the system will ask if she is finished with the initial copy edit. Since she has finished the first edit, she clicks OK and is taken to a form email to the author and section editor. This email is like the other ones we've seen at the other stages in the editorial process, with information like the author's name and the submission title automatically plugged into the email by OJS. The email informs the author, Fatima, that this is her last chance to make significant changes to the manuscript. It also includes a direct link to the editing page for the manuscript so that the author can easily download the marked up version, review the changes, and respond to queries. After Kaisa clicks Send, she has finished this round of the copy editing process.
And that's it for step 2 of copy editing. Thanks, Joe. And thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.
Il est les ilele lo bene